What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? This is Depth to Dawn.
I'm double.
And this is Deeper Depth. Hey, man, we just trying to come to y'all, bring y'all something new, get more intimate with you guys. We really excited about this new product that we coming to bring to y'all. We trying to get real deep into our spirits, into y'all spirits, show y'all what we really built like on this tribe side, huh?
Yeah, man. Life is good. Just got to make sure that you're doing great at it. And if you ain't doing great, just attempt to do greater. Live your life. Be the best you could be, man. So we trying to spread positivity and energy everywhere we can get it, anywhere we can give it. So, yeah, this Deeper Depth, man, we're going to go into a deeper depth for ourselves and figure out us as much as we can and figure out the people around us even more.
So, you know, as we get ready to exemplify kind of the idea, the structure on what this whole platform is about, we just wanted to take a moment to introduce ourselves, give y'all a little bit of a backstory of who we are, what we represent. My name is Depth to Dawn Corey. I come from Southeast Denton, grew up in an urban neighborhood, you know, doing the urban neighborhood tasks and things, you know what I'm saying?
Knuckleheads.
Definitely big knuckleheads. And, you know, I've evolved in life. I've been through a lot of treacherous times, dealt with a lot of different charges, lacks of knowledge, lack of understanding of self, not having the guidance that I needed in order to perpetuate the version of myself that I wanted to be. And I bared my cross. And I just had a passion for wanting to help people, wanting to be an image. We always used to have those images, those Malcolm X's, those Marcus Garveys, those Martin Luther Kings, those Coretta Scott Kings, and so forth. You know, we've had those images of people who embody something and resemble something. And I was just wondering where that was at, man. And we just want to try to be a part of bringing that back to the forefront, guiding people, loving people, being open to all people. This ain't a race thing. This ain't a cultural thing. This is a spiritual thing. This is a flesh thing. This is us coming together, overcoming whatever may be going through in our minds, physically, mentally, community-wise, whatever it may be, for us to find a resource in the community where we can inspire one another, where we can philosophize on different ideas and principles with one another, and just love on one another. So that's the root of where I come from, kind of what I want to bring to the table in this platform. And now I'm going to let y'all hear Double's little perspective on what he's here for.
Hey, man. So with it, I'm Double. You can say it twice if you like it.
Double. If you're nasty.
So, yeah, you know, I come from the same urban background that most people come from and deal with the same trials and tribulations that most people go through. Had a strong pull or a strong draw towards the gangster life and the gangsters that I seen, because they live by a code. You know what I mean? Everything was a certain way. You had your do's and your don'ts and stuff, and I want to say that it pulled me into a bad lifestyle, because I ain't never taken a life or harmed nobody well, I ain't gonna say I ain't never harmed nobody, because, you know, these fuckers here.
This guy.
But, you know,
with this too.
Life was just, life was the way it came. And at the time, I might have took it in a form to where I didn't know how to process it. But at the moment that I'm here now, you know, I'm glad that everything that I went through, all of the obstacles that I had to overcome, the hurdles that I've cleared, I'm glad that they brought me to be the person that I am today, a very strong tribe member, and taking steps to be an even stronger tribe member in the village of our community. So that's just really what this is about, is shining light on certain situations, opening doors to closed hallways, and for us to just experience each other and to love each other and to learn how to love each other and to learn that, you know, progression is the best thing, you know. Some of the mindsets that I sunk into in the past, I didn't understand. My process might have led to a future hindrance. You know, like I wasn't taking steps forward. I was moonwalking backwards, you know what I mean? But so we're just here to give our sides, man, to let you know what's up. And make sure that you know how to say tribe.
You already know it. Just the definition of the tribe, like that's what it's all about. It's about community. It's about spirituality. It's about oneness. You know, if you think any way you think and you don't hate on nobody else, you tribe. You know what I'm saying? If you want to do the best you can do every single day, then you tribe. If you got a heart of gold and you willing to share it with people even when they don't deserve it, you tribe. You know what I'm saying? This is what tribe is about. It's not just me and him. We just connected in this and committed to a movement. Because at the end of the day, what we're going to talk about in this podcast is a part of it. If you don't construct things, you living in other people's constructs. So we just trying to construct something that we feel we believe in wholly and has the intent and the desire to be something that's magnificent, not just for us, but all of those that have a beckon ear to hear. So that's what this thing, Deeper Depth, is about. We hope that y'all ready to dive deeper into this, and we're going to get ready to start by opening up the topic of what our first discussion is.
Get ready to swim.
So,
Deeper Depths.
We both working on books as well that's expressing our thoughts, kind of journaling and expressing who we are, the things that we desire to achieve in life, and the process that is taking us through in order to achieve that. And in the midst of this, one of the phrases that I wrote, I felt like would be an amazing topic to discuss. And the quote is, anything with the grasp of logical perspective is something that has been instilled in you. It has no genuine root of self. It is a disposition of others that has been indoctrined within you. And this is so powerful to me because if we really can just look at this one statement, we can begin to see the vastness of the realities that we can create and the limitations that have been placed upon us that we idolize or that we perpetuate that we don't even understand is a cast or a construct.
You gotta be yourself. You gotta be yourself. It's easy to be sucked into what somebody else has already created or what they have mimicked from another person or another energy. And most of the time, that's what it is. Whatever you joining into, something that you see somebody doing, they got that from somebody else. And nowadays, and even when I was younger and growing up, it was often a feeling that you being genuine and being yourself wouldn't allow you to be easily accepted or accepted as gracefully as you intended or that you foreseen. So and it's hard to break out of that shit. It's hard to not know that you done embodied somebody else's idea and then trying to make it to where you
cultivate
can become
it into
yourself
your
again.
life.
And like to break them habits that you've gotten accustomed to from somebody else's whole mindset.
But the hardest part of it all is the root of it is that we are nothing but what we construct. And a lot of times we attach ourselves to thinking we are something that we just embodied, but we didn't construct it. Whatever idea, whatever your desire is, you can be that. If you want to be an Olympian, you can be that. If you want to be a chef, you can be that. If you want to be completely different than everybody in the world, you can be that. If you want to set forth the authority and say that these is my boundaries and this is the way that I'm exuding myself in life, you can be that. But we don't take the authority of constructing what we want, who we want to be, how we want to be. So we just abide in different beings that have been cultivated and presented to our eyes in real time and adapted to it.
And then you'll never know who the hell you want to be if the whole time you trying to do some other shit. You just something that somebody else did, something that somebody
constantly
else done.
Living that repetition.
You make an effort to do the shit that make you happy. Like shit, if you want to go stand out right up under the trees barefoot and just put your nose in the air and smell nature, that's what's cool to you.
Go do that.
But eventually, you're going to figure out that you're a nature person, that you like to be outside. But the whole time you going with somebody else doing, they like to stay inside. They want to smell the smells of the chemicals and all of this shit that's inside, artificial light. That's what they like. And then after a while, you done turned your whole self into a whole different person because you're afraid to live you and to be you. You ain't got to worry about if somebody going to accept you when you being you, because when you being you in your greatest state. Can't nothing shake you from there for your foundation when you being you. And you in your greatest state and you feeling yourself.
And not only can nothing not shake you, but you begin to shake things.
Yeah, shake the room.
And that's why we're not moving atmospheres when we step in them, because we are not expressing ourselves within them. That's why rooms are not being moved anymore. That's why people are not being moved anymore. That's not why we're not even moved within ourselves. We wonder why we having so many psychological problems and mental health issues in this moment. And that's because we are not expressing ourselves in the way that we desire, and we become emphatic with the feeling of less of ourselves, and not understanding that that's what we are expressing is the lesser version of ourselves. That's why we feel an incompleteness of ourselves. Construct, build, my people. You have the authority, you have the right, you are destined to make things different, not to coincide with the same. So we just hope that you guys will be inspired by that.
My nigga philosophical feel over here. Hey, but nah, Plato did say, and this was back in fucking, I think Plato and Socrates and the fool, they was around like 1500 AD, 750 AD and shit like that, right? It was a long fucking time ago. And even back then, that man said, Plato, quote me on this and research my shit, because you know this the tribe, motherfucker. Yeah. But now like Plato said that nobody is their real self these days because they only follow somebody else's ideas. Those are Plato's words. It might not be verbatim, but that's what he said. Nobody's their self nowadays because they all follow with somebody else's ideas. And this was fucking thousands of years ago. So yeah, it's gonna be hard to break up out of that shit. But shit, we got the hammer and the chisel, and we gonna start chipping away at that shit. So be you no matter what, man. Let your shit float.
And I feel like it's hard, but it's not. The thing that's hard is that we are not interacting with the process. So just like Plato, and back in the days, people used to philosophize. What is to philosophize? To debate different ideas, to express different conceptualities, and us brick by brick dissolve things that are not emphatic in it,
sharpen and strengthen
and build other things that are
from the friction of somebody else's idea. Just because y'all got different ideas don't mean that y'all enemies and shit. You know what I mean? But you might have some loopholes in your theory and bouncing it off another motherfucker that's a theorist or a philosopher. They gonna say, nah, this couldn't happen because of this. But that is on this right track with that. So boom, now your theory, now your idea done got a bit more fortified just because you not being the fucking selfish person or skittish person or nervous person or just a numb person to not express your ideas because you're not sure how nobody gonna view them. Fuck how somebody view your ideas. But when you say fuck how somebody gonna feel about my ideas is when you get more belief to follow your ideas. And if somebody shoot your ideas down and tell you weird or you crazy, that's the universe showing you that person don't need to be around you. So you hit them like this.
Dust them off and keep it moving. Because too often, a lot of the acts that we perpetuate are based off of us trying to keep people in our life that ain't destined to be there in the first place. So when you stand on yourself, you begin to allow the spirit to keep people in your life that's meant to exude you and move people who is not coinciding with the future that you are presenting and bringing forth to light. So developing this idea some more, there's some contextual things that we can try to reference to look at, and we'll express ours to you. The idea is to think back on your parents and the things that you received from them, the acts that they may have perpetuated within their lives to exude to you, to try to enrich and build upon you, and how you took those things and you may idolize those things or adopt those things into your character. And some we adorn and admonish and we want to keep. And others are probably things that we feel a negative correlation with, or we feel like don't necessarily fit with the realm of our spirit, and we would like to move. And we move some of it and some of it we don't. So I can always think back to my mother. She was always so giving, like manipulatively giving, like will do anything for people and be in the worst position ever. And me and my sister, we adopted this character. We adopted this love. We adopted this fortification of just giving beyond reproach. And it became a negative correlation in our lives because we would give so much that we wouldn't establish anything for ourselves. We weren't building anything with the resources and the extras we have for ourselves. We were always giving them out as soon as we recouped them or had anything. It would be given out. And I went through so many different versions of this, and I've kept parts of this, but I've also recognized that I can't do this at all times. But my heart is good enough to where I should keep this. This is something I should keep as I analyzed it. But I learned people have to earn the love that I give. I need to give it out in times where I see God speak to me and say, okay, this person truly needs it, and they're not even asking for it. Go and be a blessing. Finding the right times to do it and not overexhaust myself and continue to build myself up. Continue to enrich myself first. And I had to learn this, and I'm still learning it to this day.
Look out, bro. Let me hold $50.
No, nigga, shit. You know what I'm saying? You gotta start learning to say no. In this journey to self, if you don't start saying no, man, people gonna wear you out, especially in today's society. People is calling the action on people, manipulating, using capitalism and marketing tactics to get in your brain and control you, man. So that's one of the things that I can recall back on dealing with my parents. There's tons of different ones that we can assess and demonstrate or show that we need to either learn to take things from people or move things out of their life and not always attach our ideas to everything that's presented us, especially our people that you love or admire and look up to.
Well, with my people, growing up, just let me say this first. Lovely childhood. It was awesome.
He was a widow baby.
Disneyland every Saturday. Barbecues on Fridays, you know,
Mother's
fish fries
milk on Saturdays.
Yeah, mom's milk every Tuesday and Wednesday.
We love you, Miss Selena.
Nah, but my parents, you know, I had a good childhood. No, I was my mother's only child. Now I have siblings on my father's side, but I was my mother's only child. So she poured a lot into me. I was her only child. It was just me and her. You know what I mean? So I developed an addictive personality just from being the only child, you know, getting what I want. But my mother was never the type to just, that's what you want, you can get it. There was like a little hike I had to go through before I got it, you know what I mean? And if I didn't complete that hike, she made me understand the sour taste of failure or not meeting that mark. Not like, hey, I need you to do this. Go from 1 to 7. When you get to 7, we'll go do what you want to do. And you get to 6.5, you can be at 6.9. Yeah, to my tea lady, you ain't make it. Try harder next time. You know what I mean? And I kind of learned a personality of dealing with things and just shouldering a lot of shit. An addictive demeanor or whatnot. My favorite word to say is on what, bro?
Insatiable.
Give me some more. So yeah, you know, but at the same time, developing those characteristics, like I say, is what made me who I am today. My intake level is very high. I could deal with a lot of shit. You know, now it used to be to a point when I got tired of dealing with a lot of shit. I met a very volatile eruption. But I can't honestly and truly say, thanks to my brother right here, he taught me that wasn't the best plan of action was to just resort to physicalities or whatnot. So anyway, you know, beautiful childhood, but we pick up things from our peers, from our parents, from our environment. Your atmosphere does a lot to create the person that you are. So. And just because you went from a child to an adolescence and now you're an adult, that don't mean it's time to stop evolving. That don't mean it's time to stop getting better. You learn shit every day,
man. I tell my daughter every day. If you're not learning every day, then why are you living? Why are you existing? Because I can guarantee you ain't nobody reach master form and nobody ever will. Yeah. It's always an attempt every day to try to get there. You know what I'm saying? Right. It's always something new, a new skill, a new hobby, a new adventure, a new person to bump into and enjoy an experience. It's always something new, man.
Hey, even Yoda keep practicing. Jedi Master.
And he old.
Let the force be with you. May the force be with you. Even Yoda keep practicing, man.
5.
Yeah, so you can't never stop training. You can't never stop hardening yourself. But you can never stop softening yourself either. You need to be able to have some intake. If you brittle, everything gonna bounce off of you. But if you can soften yourself just as much as you harden yourself, you can soak in some of the things that you get instead of repelling everything. So what Bruce Lee said, Be water, my friend.
No, for sure. Flow
Be
like
water, my
man.
friend. Yo, you can flow or you can crash.
Impact. We don't never have no impact. We always in constant resistance.
Recoil, a
You know what I'm
motherfucker.
saying? So another part that's family, loved ones, different things that we need to be basing our mind and our focus on. But another extension of this that has a heavy correlation in the reality of our issues is spirituality. And I know this is a tough topic to discuss. People get so overworked and overwhelmed and bound up in these philosophical ideas which are rooted in mighty power. And I believe in God. I believe that the spirit is one. But I also believe that I can't believe nothing that a human being and documented and told me that this is the only thing that's true and right. But
Can't be true. Ain't no way.
God is in everything. He already said you will witness him. Everybody will. So if there's different information, if there's different imageries, if there's different verbiage, if there's different languages, if there's different octaves of the speech that's coming from different places, how will we all witness him? If he's not present, he's present. We are dividing one another with ideas of thinking that we're right or that we're just. We are no different from one another.
Hey, that's like when I tell people, I don't believe Moses split no Red Sea. I don't believe Jesus fed fucking 40,000 people with a piece of fish and a piece of bread. I don't believe that no bush caught on fire and he walked up there and the goddamn bush was whispering to him and shit. You know what I mean? I don't believe those things. I don't even necessarily believe that man's name is Jesus. Or that man's name.
We know for sure it's not Jesus because there was no English language.
God. But what I believe as me and myself and my being is when I walk outside and I see the sun and I can feel the sun rays on my skin, that's beauty. That's my creator. That's why I got this tattoo of the Eye of Horus right here, the Eye of Ra, because the sun gives power to anything. So in my eyes, what I can see physically, that's what's protecting us. That's what's giving us life. Who put that there? Who created that? My creator. The sun, the skies, the wind, the water, just the breeze blowing through your hair. That's me. That's what I believe. Now, you can believe what you want to believe, and please believe what you want to believe.
For sure.
But for me, myself, that's what I believe in. That's where I draw my energy from. And us being totally different on that subject, the yin and yang to that is undeniable.
For sure.
You know?
And it's not to say that I indoctrinate myself fully in the verbiage of any Bible or word, but I do receive God in all his facets. So I do take them, and I don't know whether those acts happened or didn't happen. And that's the thing about me. I'm not going to say they did or they didn't happen. I'm going to say I believe that there's somebody mighty enough for those things to have happened, and I believe that person loves me. So that's where I base my things in. We need to stop thinking we're definite with what we hear or we know and be embracing one another. That is the spirit. That's what the words and stuff say. People want to talk about the spirit. They want to act like they in it, but they don't want to live it. Living it is, I don't care what my brother think. Long as he connected to something higher than himself and he's humbling himself and he's trying to crucify his flesh daily. He may not believe that phrase, but I'm still using it and he's still embodying it. So we should be embodying these acts. If anything, if we truly believe, instead of trying to cast our opinions towards people and attack them and dismiss them.
A crucifixion of the flesh is tough, boy, because I'm talking about, I just sat up all day like, man, I'm going to drink water today. I seen a motherfucker drinking a soda pop. I couldn't wait to drink a soda pop. That's just the flesh. Simple shit. Mommy. Smoking a cigarette.
Smoking all the squares.
Thumbing through your phone all day and shit like that. Like, it's hard to
break these habits, man.
Yeah, the habits that you've created from the masses and from the world that we live in. So crucifying your flesh is extremely difficult, but it is a task that you should focus on daily. Whether if you know you stay up late and you need to be getting you at least 6 to 8 hours of sleep, just start laying your bonehead ass down. Lay your sleepy ass down. That's a part of crucifying your flesh. Anything you can do to make yourself better, to push away from the table, as they say, that's a crucifixion of your flesh, and I salute you to that. And anything that you have problems with or that you struggle with and that you can not just come out of unscathed, but that you can come out of daily, little bit by little bit. Like I said, they touched target with my eyes closed, one hand in a blindfold, threw me in a lion's den. When I climbed out, a nigga had lion clothes. What? You know what I mean? So like, yo, man, you just work harder every day, man.
Try vibes.
Try it out.
You know what I'm saying? So, some things we can practice to try to enrich this construct that we talking about is to every day. Let's imagine, how would we imagine the world if we had full pencil stroke of that thing? If we didn't abide in the other things that these religions say and our parents say and our friends say and people try to indoctrinate us with, what would the world be like for you? And it's crazy that we bring this up because I was just telling Double and Berto earlier, shout out to Alert, putting this thing together, you know what I'm saying? Alert! Telling these boys, man, I'm really happy to see, like, I'll make my cooking videos with social media and I'll put our music on it. Y'all see we got the Tri merch now, you know what I'm saying? Every time you see us, we're going to be rocking custom made, you know what I'm saying? Hand stitched type shit. You know what I'm saying? Finna have a food truck coming.
Shop the merch.
Shop the merch. It's coming. The commercial gonna be in the show.
The commercial on the way. Let's go.
But finna have a food truck coming. We finna
Big
have
bites.
Finna have a social site coming.
Hey, we gonna call that food truck Double or Nothing.
No, that's not what the name is. That's not what the name is. But he might have one back doing Double or Nothing. But shit, you know, we got the food. Finna have the social media site for people to post stuff up. And it's like, wow, everything I'm doing, I'm creating. I'm manufacturing. I'm waking up every day. I spend all day with my kids. I spend my whole day with my kids. I cook dinner for them every day. We're cultivating and we're building things for ourselves, for our family. I'm working on family crest, working on family principles and a curriculum to which I'm going to teach my kids. This is the way I want my stuff to live. I don't want to be the school system be responsible for my kids' education. I need to study and learn more myself. I need to create a curriculum for them. I need to establish ideas and businesses for them to be able to follow or learn how to construct their own things for themselves. I need to be able to implement my mind, my ideas, my aspirations, the way I want to spend my time. And that's the way I wake up thinking every day. So I challenge you guys, think of what you want your reality to look like. Imagine it every day. Speak it into existence. Have people hold you accountable. I speak wrongly a lot, and I hold my bro in the same refrain, and we correct each other all the time to speak with authority, to speak with power, to speak with life.
No
words.
Death. No
death.
negative words.
Yes, we can. We will. We are going to. We are in the process of. I am. It's done already.
I am.
The money's already here. The followers are already here. We speak only in that, and if we don't, we correct one another. So have somebody to hold you accountable. How do you envision your world, bro, when you wake up every day?
Man, I'm just sitting here thinking now, bro. My fingertips smell like popcorn because I went to the movies earlier today.
He's a lover.
So, you know.
He's a lover.
I like corn. I like popcorn. So anyway, I like to be happy, man. I like to be happy. Too. I like to live life. I like to enjoy myself. And more than anything, I like to do what I want to do. Is that selfish? You might view it as selfish, and that's not wrong for you for viewing it like that. Do I view that as me being selfish? No. I view that as me living my fucking life. Now, I might want to hang out and have a drink this day. I might want to pack my kids up and we just drive around Texas and hit all the national parks and jump in all of the lakes. I might want to go to fucking Schlitterbahn or something, jump in the water or some shit, you know what I mean? And this is the building blocks to have the freedom to do what you want to do on a daily. I wake up like, okay, damn, it's shoot day. I get to share. I get to let some of this shit off of my shoulders. Back hurt like a bitch from carrying around all this weight. Chill out, fool. You know, but I want to be able to have the freedom to do what I want to do, how I want to do it. You know, and right now at this moment, I can't run down and give you a detailed 5-year plan because I'm about the moment. You know what I mean? I need the moment to be perfect. When the moment is perfect or as close to perfect as it can be, then the future gonna be just as good. That's the way I look at things. So when we get this shit to where we want it, when we're on our way to getting things to how we want them, we want everybody to be able to understand us and we understand them and enjoying your life, the fruits of your labor, and not somebody else enjoying the fruits of your labor. You know, we try and get away from that type of stuff. We want to make sure that we can do everything that we need to do in-house, start that fire, gather that wood, start that fire, and watch that fire burn internally. We all do, you know what I mean?
As a village, as the tribe, you know what I'm saying?
Village, and then we all come around and gather warmth from that fire. So that's what it's about, man. I just like going forward. I'm in love with progression.
We got open arms, man. Y'all come into the tribe, man. It's open arms. We want to give you a big hug, man. We love y'all. We receiving y'all. We hope y'all receiving us. You know, this is what this format is going to be about. You know, this is us just starting it off, and we hope that y'all feeling it because this is our true hearts and our souls that we pouring out.
Hey, guests coming. If you want to be a guest, if you want to get on the podcast, comment down below. Say something in the comments. We going to reach out to you. Anybody that say something to us in the comments about wanting to be a guest, having questions, questions about it.
Oh, Hot Pockets.
Hands. You heard me? Hands.
Oh, interception.
So yeah, if you want to be a guest, if you got a question and you want our point of view on that, you want us to view that from our spectrum, then you just make sure that you comment down below. Merchandise is here. Talking about
tribe,
straight from Pakistan.
Tribe,
handpicked, and I'm the man.
Yeah, man.
Check out the way I stand.
You know what I'm saying? But let's get back.
For this one, you can give me $1,000.
Money man, yeah, bandstand. Anyway, back to the topics though, and y'all can also comment below. You know what I'm saying? What y'all want to discuss? We'll talk with y'all. We talk back, huh? You know what I'm saying? But so we was just talking about what we want to imagine and what we want to display within the world. Let's think about like what is something that we would want to take from the world that is already existing through the masses that we feel like, you know, if we started to remove this idea, it would help our society a lot. And for me, that would be just easy as fuck, like hatred. Like, let's stop hating. Like,
man,
stop hating, man. I don't care. I don't care what your opinion is. I don't care if you like it or you don't like it. You can still receive other people, man.
Hey, salt go on your French fries, not your partners, man.
I'm talking about
put your salt on your French fries, not your partners, man. Shout out to Catastrophe and the guy Victory for giving me that spot. That's that man. That's that man shit, you know. So
what up, Victory?
What's that
what
called?
Up, Speed?
Plagiary. When you take somebody's shit, when that make you plagiary, no plagiary over here. Shout out to Catastrophe, but yeah, salt go on potatoes and French fries, not your partners, man.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
stop hating.
Just allow people to express themselves, man. And I'm not saying, oh man, you gotta believe or idolize or indoctrinate what somebody else think into your life. It doesn't matter. That person has their own journey, and just because they in this place in this moment, don't mean that's where they gonna exist forever. We all continually flow and go through things. Life is a process. We grow, we change, we evolve. Love people through their process. Encourage them, guide them, help them,
bring their ass
receive them. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, man. Like,
bring them up.
The way that we acting with one another is disgusting, and it really is just ridiculous to me. You know what I'm saying? Like, let's stop putting on the fronts. Let's stop putting on the face. Let's just love one another, or just receive one another for how they are, and allow that difference to be a difference. Like,
hey, if everybody understood that we all in the same village together, because until you motherfuckers that's watching this and shit right now, until you motherfucking get you an M, we all just thousandaires, baby. I don't care if I got 1,000 and you got 100,000. We all just thousandaires, baby. So until we get to these M's,
and even we all thousandaires, man. You still need to act like 1,000-aire. The money don't make you, man. The class and the spirit do, though, man. Y'all get it together. What would you say you would take out the world right now, man?
If I could take anything out the world, man, let me see. I don't want to say emotions. You gotta have some emotions. You gotta have some emotions. If I could take anything out the world, man, it'll probably be police,
That'd be a good one.
hierarchy, totem pole systems, pecking orders, shit like that. You know what I mean? If I could remove anything, it would be the corporate structure or whatnot. You know what I mean? Like how you gotta come in at entry level. You know what I mean? Like I understand coming in at entry level. You gotta come in at entry level on anything, but just bring me through the door. Like my capacity is higher than entry level.
That's
I'm
funny.
at least 3-4 up on
Look,
the
I
totem
definitely
pole.
was gonna say when he wasn't figuring it out, like you probably don't want them to have job interviews or something. Cause my boy been getting ripped off at work. You know, it's funny he chose
Nah, they
job
did
structures.
hold me though.
He been working hard,
Hey,
man.
but let the record show. I'm like almost perfect on interviews. Now rising through the ranks, cause I speak my motherfucking mind. It hurt when I bite my tongue. So I'm gonna talk, Betty. I'm gonna talk, Tommy. You can bite your lip, Byron, but I'm gonna talk, Tommy. You know what I mean? And they just try to
Let Tommy make it, bro.
Nah.
Hey,
Tommy needs to know.
Tommy, I tried.
I'm not biting my tongue because it
tried,
hurts.
Tommy.
So I'm gonna speak my mind, and I'm gonna let myself be free. I'm gonna let me out. When you don't say what you want to say, that shit be on you all day. Like, man, I should next time he say some shit like that to me, I'm gonna tell it. That shit be on you all day when you don't say what you want to say. So, man, let your motherfucking soul glow. Let that shit out. And whatever you feel like you need to say right there in the moment, that's the spirit. That's the universe willing you to say that and to get that out. So, yeah, I feel like I would remove hierarchy and pecking orders and shit like that. You know what I mean?
I definitely think that would be positive. Hierarchy and division and classism is definitely a very horrible construct, but
Yeah,
you know, it
for sure.
benefits those it benefits. So hey,
Yeah,
what can we say? We abiding within that construct, and then we complaining about it. We got the authority to remove ourselves
Until
from
we break
it.
up out there,
You know what I'm saying?
motherfucker. I'm trying to shatter my
We got
chains.
the authority to remove ourselves from it. It's
Trying to
crazy
shatter my
because I had
chains.
documented what I wanted to say, which was words. So I just give a quick spill of that. I feel like words for sure is the most powerful thing that we don't understand the sorcery that's attached behind it and the way that it is affecting us and the way that we are judging and belittling and defiling people that we love and we care about and manipulating those, and we don't even consciously really understand what we're doing with words and how they're affecting us personally or how we're affecting people and we use them. So be conscientious of your words, man. How you using them for yourself and how you using them towards other people, man.
Yeah, so watch what you say on the flip, cause you fuck around and have a busted lip. You hear me?
Hey, man, I'm all for the no violence unless a nigga try.
Careful tongue. Careful tongue. You better watch your motherfucking mouth. Careful tongue.
Alright, so another ideology is gender roles. I feel like this is a big topic that we can discuss right
Man,
now.
fuck a gender role.
You know what I'm saying? That's the overall thing as we just got
Fuck a
into
gender
words. You know
role.
what I'm saying?
Make her get out there and cut that grass and
You know
change
what I'm
them
saying?
tires.
And one of the major, this is a great topic to get onto right now while I'm
I
thinking
cook,
about
you cut
it.
the grass.
You know what I'm saying?
Fuck it.
We as men gotta stop whining.
Yeah.
It's a whole lot of whining going on
Yeah, stop that
behind men because all these women tripping and they doing this
Yeah,
and that.
don't-
You know what women got? A construct.
Yeah.
These women say, "Oh, I'm not going and doing this if you ain't taking me here. Oh, I ain't giving you no booty if you ain't doing this." And we mad, nigga, you abiding in it. But what do men have? We don't have nothing. Why? Because we ain't constructed shit. You know what I'm saying? If you coming over here, you better be ready to understand. Look, hey, I don't deal with titles. I don't deal with
We all
negative
working.
verbiage.
We all
I only
working.
want increase, whether that be physically or financially or spiritually. You better be increasing incrementally around here or we can't abide together. We should all be enriching one another and moving forward. We shouldn't be sitting up having complaints and whines when we not setting a standard, first of all, or abiding within shit that we don't agree with. So, you know what I'm saying? Take the authority. There ain't no gender roles. Put these women to work. Set some standards. Follow the standards that they got that you want to meet. And let's get to work, man.
That's like when
let's
I be
get
in the
to
gym.
work.
When I be in the gym, I like to see a lady that's just a little bit more muscular than
Oh,
that
she
I-
want a
that I
nigga
feel
to
like
do it
that she
like
should
that.
be.
Yeah.
That's kind of nice, you know what I mean?
You
But
wanna
it's
get
because
choked
it's
out.
taboo.
You wanna
It's
get
different,
choked.
you know what I mean? It's different. She got the assurance of herself to go past what's the regular limit for a that a woman should have in the gym. You know what I mean? I like that. So and
for
I
sure.
like a
I
woman
like it too.
that'll get out there and change the light bulb and cut the yard. Now, would I let her do those things? Like, nah, baby, I got you. Chill out. I got that. I like to do that anyway. But if she come out there and be like, hey, you need some help? I got you some lemonade.
Man,
that's cool. She made the effort to do that thing and to have her gender role switch. Like me, I like to cook. I like to eat. But I like to cook.
He ain't got this list from nothing. It's a wet landing.
I like to cook. You know what I mean? So I'm not in there. I'm not in there with my apron on, with my ass out or nothing.
Shit, but he will for a fee.
Unless it's Saturday, you know what I mean? But shit, yeah, I like to cook, man. So does this guy. Like we really cook more than our women.
I cook every day, like I told y'all. Me, I cook, and I ain't fucked up about it because my girl ain't cooking good enough to be cooking. I got this. You know what I'm saying?
Man, don't do it. Man,
she go crazy in the kitchen on the bakery.
Hey,
though.
bro, no,
she a baker.
Bro, no, he just signed his contract. When he gets to the house, it's to the dungeon to you.
If I'm in the dungeon, I'm there rocking and rolling. You
Feed him to the wolves.
You heard me? And they know where I can't be, where I ain't me. You heard me?
To the dungeon with this man.
But nah, you know what I'm saying? Like, the roles don't matter. Like, the thing is, there should be participation.
For sure.
The roles don't matter. What you're doing don't matter. Both sides should be participating. Sure. Both sides should be expressing themselves to have concern
and
about the other
person.
person.
Common ground in there. You should find fun in everything. Like
my girl, I told her she got a real masculine energy, which ain't nothing wrong with that. We all got masculine or feminine energy.
Hey, she be at the house killing this nigga in arm wrestling.
You know what I'm saying? But it's about that balance. And for a certain point in my life, I had to be honest.
You ought to see her forearm. Her forearm's fucking massive.
This guy's a clown. For a while, I had to be honest. I was being more of the feminine energy because I was so adorned with her and I was just trying to keep things together. But then I'm coming into my full authority and I'm back in my bag and I'm like, you know, I'm not on that side no more. I done transitioned into my full masculine. So I've been trying to express to her and let her know, like, hey, this balance ain't working. You know what I'm saying? We got a little conflict right here. So it's about understanding and expressing too. Like I say, creating a construct, expressing one another, setting standards for one another, setting boundaries for one another.
That's called,
you know what I'm saying?
That's called when your nuts drop.
Yeah, hell yeah. This guy. he's a snorter, he's a trap star.
Hey. Say he had to let his nuts drop.
Yeah, I let my nuts drop.
Yeah.
Now they all the way on the floor.
Yeah. When the nuts drop, you talk like this.
Yeah.
Nuts.
Big dog, bitch!
Nuts on the floor.
Y'all nothing move but the money. Nah, but shit, you know what I'm saying? That's just me just transpiring a piece of some things that's really going on in my life, you know what I'm saying, and how we need to communicate and appreciate and adore one another in a better way, you know what I'm saying? Make sure you put forth that effort to be present, you know what I'm saying, to be exuding yourself fully within the people that you're around. If you're around somebody and you don't want to give them none of yourself, you shouldn't be present there.
Hey, presence is better than presence.
You know what I'm saying?
Ha, you feel me?
You know what I'm saying? Delicate.
You know what I'm saying? This double talking, you hear me? Your presence is better than presence. Fuck you mean, man? Nah, for real though. You just gotta be in the moment, man. Sometimes even when somebody is trying to convey something to you, you could be in a conversation with somebody and not be present. And when you're doing that, you like them pouring water from a cup on a stone. That stone ain't taking that out of that shit, cascading right off the side. But when you present and you paying attention to what somebody's saying, making that effort for an understanding so y'all can go forward from the median from where y'all met, then you a sponge. Now you a sponge. Now you soaking up what's going on. So like, yeah, be present, man. Make sure that you in that moment. Back to being in the moment. You can't be present if you're thinking about what's finna happen in next week, two weeks from a year from now. You know what I mean? Stay in that moment, man. Stay deeply rooted in that moment, man. Keep your eyes open and your head on a swivel. And at all times, live life. Enjoy yourself. Smile. Be great. But great.
But great.
Be great.
That's what we wishing upon you guys, you know what I'm saying? That's what we speaking upon ourselves. So, you know, it's always good, you know, people talk a lot and we've rambled a lot and we've expressed different ideas and things that we want to challenge you guys to do and things we challenge ourselves to do. But it's always good to kind of like bottle things up into one thing so that you can always reflect on it. And the word that I want you guys to reflect on today is construct. Construct.
So
That is the most powerful thing that we can think about. Either you are abiding in somebody else's construct or you are the constructor. Construct ideas. Write your vision. Make it plain. Bring your ideas to the forefront. Bring your visions to the forefront. You're going to run into a whole lot of hurdles, a whole lot of pit stops. You got to keep pushing. If y'all understood how much we going through right now, and we still ain't even got no traction, but we create every day. We push every day. We speak life into each other every day. We're continuing to push our products. We're continuing to put our heart into things.
Hey, it's hard to stop a train.
You know, and that's how you guys got to be.
It's hard to stop a train.
And we hope that y'all want to lock in with this locomotion and continue to pick up the pace and have the weight heavier. Because you know, if the weight heavier and the speed pick up, it's unstoppable and movable.
You run through anything.
For sure. So
anything.
Construct, man. Y'all construct, man. Y'all visualize. Y'all bring forth to reality.
Keep building. Make sure that motherfucker solid. Like, this ain't gonna hurt that much. Like, yeah, it ain't gonna hurt that much. But you take these bitches and you keep building these hoes up to something solid.
Pound concrete every day.
Then you can throw them out there, you know. So like, be constructive. Make sure that you making the effort to build every day. To build every day, gather understanding, to be hard, and to be soft. All my hard dudes out there, man, y'all remember, man, you can be a little softer, bro. You can soften up, man. Soften up with that lady, man. Get that lady a little bit more time. Touch on that thing. On that thing a little bit before you get, you know what I mean? Slow down, man. Be a little softer, man. I promise you, she'll like it. Tell her double touch you that.
Hey, man, you going to have them coming back. You got to make sure you want them to come back if you're going to listen to a double fat, goddamn.
Yeah, damn right. Come this way. But nah, man, y'all stay blessed up, man. Oh, my bad. We not saying blessed no more because that's a spell
to be
in
less.
The word to be less. So we saying but great. Y'all be great, but great. Yeah, no more blessings. No more blessings.
Nah, be great.
That's a spell in the words. You ritualizing, putting that spell on somebody, telling them to be less. So yeah, be great, but great. Y'all be great.
Man, this is going to end the episode, man. This is TRI5E, Deeper Depths, you know what I'm saying? That boy Def the Don. And
I'm double. Say it twice if you like me.
All right, man. We love y'all, man. We appreciate y'all.
TRI5E out.
TRI5E, I'm out.
Try to blow your mind.